What's up everyone, and welcome back to another Path of Exile 2 video. Today I am really excited because the file that we promised so long ago is finally here. A file that makes it much easier for the community to understand PoE2 economy data as well as the performance of our PoE Economics fund. So here it is, the Excel file. I know Excel gameplay doesn't really sound exciting, but this is where all of the important numbers are. These numbers and these analysis will help you to make a lot more divines in the game, and it will enable you to reach currencies like the Mirror reliably every single season. This could be called the heartbeat of our trading system, and it's showing exactly how the fund is performing and how the market is moving. Especially with the new league just approaching, this will be very interesting for you, since this document will be updated almost every single day. I'm saying almost because if you look at the report date up to the left, this might just be delayed one day sometimes. You just have to see, but it's very, very rare. So let's do a quick layout overview. On the top left, we've got the principal fund historic data, and a graph showing the principal fund cumulative returns. Basically, a chart of how much the fund has grown over time. Directly below the principal fund historic data, you will see the special fund section for Tier 2. Under the cumulative returns graph, there's the investor summary report. So this is where you can look up your own info. To the right of that, we've included some explanations on how Tier 1 and Tier 2 work, plus a few other important notes. On the top right is the market price fluctuation section, which shows currencies, date and time, and the active buy offers for those currencies at those times. Below that are the market price charts. To improve visualizations in those charts, assets are grouped by price similarity. So that means that some charts show one asset, others show two, and some show several. So that depends on how close their prices are to each other's average. The purpose of separating them this way is to make it easier to spot price fluctuations, to track how specific assets are evolving, and also to determine a certain trend. So I already mentioned this, but let's talk a bit more about the fund. And if you don't know what the PoE Economics Fund is at this point, if you are a new viewer, it is basically our main fund where all of the deposits are tracked. Right now, we've got 91 active investors, moving around 11 to 12,000 divines in total. On average, we're hitting about 1.18% profits per day. So if you invest 1,000 divines, you can expect an average return of around 11.8 divines a day without doing a thing. At the start of the league, profits were obviously much higher, even up to 10 to 15% on some days. But keep in mind, this file doesn't display those early results since we didn't track with this system at the very beginning. Data here only covers the period since this file was created. Even so, we're still averaging around 150 divines, if you round up a bit, in profit per day, which is very solid considering how late we are into the league. Now, let's look at the special fund for Tier 2 members. This fund receives capital injections from multiple sources. Profits, which are fees generated by our principal fund, as well as additional revenues from products or items sold by myself and my core team. It's designed to be more aggressive and attractive, and it's managed entirely separate from the principal fund. As you can see, even during just a 30-day testing period, at the end of the league, it already outperformed the principal fund. A key detail here is that whenever an investor withdraws profits from this fund, it does not affect the balance of other members. The system is designed to ensure a fair distribution across all Tier 2 investors. And most importantly, tier 2 subscribers don't pay any fees. So as a member of this tier, you earn both from the principal fund and the special fund, as long as you've invested something into the principal fund as well. Otherwise, it will just be the special fund and the fees from the principal fund. So you can do this to maximize your overall divine return, but of course you don't have to make some significant profit with this fund system. So next up is the investor summary report. I've already mentioned it, but this is where you can find your personal data, and the easiest way to do that is to press Ctrl F and then type in your name. For example, if I type in cool RD, it will directly get me to his line. If I'm somewhere else in the document and search for him, it will automatically put me in his spot. So in this section, let's start with the first investor because it's more clear. You can see your cumulative return in %, then your net wallet balance, and your total available divines. So you'll see that these amounts are slightly different, but they are due to the fact that we have a 24 processing period we use to make sure that trades are fully settled. So that means that if we have a 5% increase today, those 5% will only be processed tomorrow, because it is possible that due to the way in which trading works in PoE, that those 5% are not really reflective of the real percentage gain. So this is kind of a buffer that allows us to give you the proper divines amount without being disadvantageous to any of the other players who are invested into this fund. So that is due to fairness, and it also accounts for the fees. So let's check out the market price fluctuations up here. So in here, we track key currencies twice a day at 8 AM and 10 PM. So this only shows buy offers because they are the strongest indicator of what a currency is actually worth. Sell offers can be all over the place, but buy offers reflect real demand. The logic is simple. If we buy at today's buy offer, and tomorrow that buy offer moves higher, we are guaranteed profit, even if we don't sell at the very top. That's why buy offers give a much more accurate picture of value, and why you only see one number here. So that's a full overview of this new file. Finally here, just like promised. If you want to check it out for yourself, join the Discord, link is in the description, and head to the market updates channel there. Also check out all of the info channels. You can open a ticket anytime if you have some questions. Obviously, I've also put a direct link to this file in the video description if you want to open it right away. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.